the game. It's a rich thing.
What's up, y'all? It is Tasha and I am back with another video. I have not done a DIY video in a while because honestly, I just haven't been in the mood. And for any of you that do DIY projects, you know you have to be in the mood to tackle on those things before you jump into it. But I was inspired to do a little makeover with my pantry. I have these wire shelves, which most pantries have, and I've always hated them. But I was always a little bit too intimidated to do anything about it. Until now. I found another video on YouTube. If I can remember, I will definitely link the inspiration video below so that you guys can go to her as well if you would like to watch that video. But essentially, I am going to cover my wire shelves with wood so that they look like wood shelves, guys. So I've already done one here that you can see. You can still see a bit of the wire underneath just because the size of it. I did measure everything, but unfortunately, from what I learned from Home Depot, even though it may say 3 inches, it's really about 2.5, 2 1/4 inches, not really 3. So that's why, but neither here nor there, I am still gonna make it work. But if you guys want to see how I transform my pantry from this to this, then stay tuned because this DIY is for you. All right, so I'm giving y'all the real, raw, uncut, unpretty finish of this video just because y'all know I always keep it real on this channel. And sometimes DIY projects don't always work out the way you envision them in your mind. So I'm going to tell you what I have, and then if I have to go back to the store to get something else, it is what it is, okay? But I will go ahead and show you what you need. So you went ahead and got some, again, the sign said this was 3 inches, but it is indeed not a full 3 inches because the little lip that comes over my pantry shelf is exactly 2 inches. So I thought this would completely cover it, but it actually does not once it's already attached together. But again, that's neither here nor there. But I bought this, I believe this was 3 inches and it was 6 or 8 feet long. I think it was 8 feet because I had some left over. And I, of course, measured everything before I left. And then when I went to Home Depot, I got 2 of these because they were 8 feet long. And I needed, my shelf in there is 33.5 inches across. And of course, I needed 4 of them. So I went ahead and had them cut the length for me. These were about $5 each. So I got both of them for $10. And then I got some plywood. I believe this one was also, I think this was 2x4 if I'm not mistaken, but you know, just use what's at your Home Depot. Wood is a little expensive right now, and use what's most appropriate for your pantry. This was fine for mine since I've already given it a shot. But again, this was a larger board, took all my measurements there. They were able to cut the board for me. So here is the plywood that I'm using as, you know, to sit actually on top of the shelf. Fun fact, well, not fun fact, I guess good deal for me. I actually went to Home Depot, and y'all know wood is still very, very high from the pandemic. So the piece of wood that I needed was a larger piece, of course, that they cut down for me. The piece was supposed to be $77, y'all. Yes, a full 77 American dollars. But it was marked wrong on the shelf. On the shelf, it was marked at $35. So you know what I got it for? $35. And of course I had a lot of it left over, but I don't drive a truck, so I really didn't have a way to bring the rest of that home. And honestly, I didn't have anything else to do with it if I brought it home. So I only got the 4 pieces and brought that home that I actually needed. You'll also need some finishing nails to keep everything together. I do not have a nail gun, so I am just hammering these in. I only need a few of them. I'll be all right. And then I also bought some contact paper from Amazon, and I'm going to use this to cover the shelves because I really don't want to have to paint or stain these things because that's you know, not that time consuming, but it's more time consuming than I actually want to put in right now on this project. So I bought contact paper to cover it. So I'm really hoping once I get done and I put this over it that I really like the outcome. But again, y'all know how DIY projects work if you've ever done them. Once I put this on, I may absolutely hate it. And then I'll be back to square one with either painting them or staining them. And I am leaning more towards stain if I have to do it, because I really do want it to keep the wood color and I really don't want it to have that painted look. That's not really the look that I'm going for. A little bit of, you know, farmhouse chic is kind of what I'm trying to go for in the pantry, all right? So that's all your materials. And again, only thing you really need tools wise, unless you are of course cutting all of this wood yourself. But why do that when Home Depot will do it for you? I mean, I'm just saying, all I need is a hammer. And of course I need a screwdriver to take down the shelves. But that is it, y'all. So let's jump into the video because I've talked too long. All right. Yeah, so y'all saw all the supplies that you need. So I've gone ahead and of course I've put together the other one. Actually, I've put together all 4 at this point. But with the supplies that you have, you just take, of course, the little smaller 2-3 inch piece, whichever is the size of your pantry shelf. You just use your finishing nails to actually nail it to your other piece of plywood. And that is it. Real simple, y'all. I only use 4 finishing nails across the front of each. And they were held to hammer in. They definitely work better when you have a gun, but I don't have a gun. So I toughed it out, okay? But that's all you do is attach those 2 together and then actually go ahead and put your contact paper on, stain it, paint it, whatever it is you're going to actually do to your shelving. Again, y'all know I am using good old contact paper. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up and put it on top. If y'all seen one, you've seen it all, but I'll show you real quick how I did mine. No, I am not a professional. I just need to get the doggone paper on the shelf by any means necessary, okay? So I'll show you that real quick, and then we'll head back to the pantry to actually get these bad boys in the pantry. I need the little SpongeBob meme, you know, 2 hours later. It probably wasn't really 2 hours of being dramatic, but, you know, it just went a little bit longer than I anticipated. And the Virgo trait in me, I just got to keep going until I get stuff done. I don't know what it is, but it is what it is. So I've gotten all the shelves out. As you can see, I actually had to YouTube how to get the shelves out because obviously you cannot remove the little bracket things that are like on the wall. So just have to pop those out to get it in, and it's a little jigsaw puzzle. Again, my pantry is small, so it's giving me, you know, quite the job to do here. Okay, so all those are out. I actually have the first one already sitting in there, so you guys will see me get the others popped back in here. For you, it'll just be a couple seconds. For me, I'm sure it's like putting a 1,000-piece puzzle together because you just got to get the angles just right to drop these bad boys in there. But let's get that done, and then we can actually probably go load everything back in the pantry tomorrow because it's about 9:30 at night right now. And just fun fact, I wanted to put contact paper back here. That was before I realized I couldn't take the little brackets out, so good thing I didn't buy the contact paper to put back here. But I would love to paint and get it a fresh coat, but that just ain't in me now or no time in the foreseeable future. So we gonna work with what we got, and eventually when I feel like it or when I can hustle my daddy to get it done, we'll get that done. All right, y'all, so let's put these brackets back in, get our new wood shelves back in, and we'll be done with this DIY project. And with the shelving all in, guys, we are done with this DIY project. I've gone ahead and replaced everything back inside of my pantry. I even got some little knickknacks from the dollar store to create a tier shelves for my canned goods to give myself a little bit more space. But I absolutely love it. No more items slipping through the cracks of the shelves, and everything is clean and on one level. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, of course, just leave those in the comment section below, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.